Okay, let's start the new lecture, bacterial diagnosis. Due to COVID-19 epidemics, so we are taking your online classes, and today general microbiology. So we start with the diagnosis of the bacterial infection. Okay. There are two approaches of the bacterial diagnosis. First is bacteriologic approach. Second is immunologic or serologic approach. First, bacteriological examination, we use three, but actually four type of approaches. First, direct observing the bacteria. We have already done in practical classes staining processes. We start with the simple staining, then gram staining and ZN staining. So these are approaches to directly visualize bacteria under microscope, under light microscope. Okay, and the simple staining is just single color. We see only the arrangement, size, and shape of the bacteria. In gram staining, it is a differential stain, and we use to differentiate between two groups, gram positive and gram negative bacteria. And the ZN stain, the Ziehl-Neelsen stain, is a specific type of the staining we use to diagnose acid-fast bacilli. Okay. Second approach is obtaining pure culture of the organisms. We use artificial culture media to grow the bacteria in our laboratory, and then on the basis of the colony characters and direct microscopy after staining process, we visualize the bacteria and the diagnosis. Third approach is identification by biochemical reactions. So after culturing of the bacteria, we use certain chemical reactions or chemical media to diagnose gram positive, gram negative bacteria, and their different on the basis of their different reaction. Also we use DNA probes test, enzymatic test. Okay, and the fourth one is PCR. We lastly use the PCR polymerase chain reaction. Okay. First, bacteriological examination. We use three approaches. Okay. Second type of the serological or immunological approaches. By this method, on the basis of the serological diagnosis of the antibody or antigen. When we detect antigen, it is a direct method, and when we use to detect antibodies, it is indirect method. And we use ELISA, enzyme immunosorbent enzymatic linked reaction. Okay. Parameters used for the identification of the bacteria. We have already discussed the staining procedures we use to identify the morphology of the bacteria, cultural characters, biochemical reactions, and antigenic characteristics on the ELISA basis. And in the last, we use PCR to detect the bacteria. Parameters used for the identification of the bacteria. Other approaches are the fluorescent microscope, in which we use fluorescent antibodies, which are shining material, and it attach with the antigen antibody complexes, and only under the fluorescent microscope we diagnose it. Okay. So under the fluorescent microscope, we see the coloring or shining material attached with the antigen antibody complexes, and by this method we can also diagnose the bacteria. Typing of bacteria, biotypes and serotypes. Certain bacteria are more than one biotypes or serotypes, like Neisseria groups. So on the basis of their serology, we detect certain types, their biotypes and serotypes. Animal pathogenicity test or inoculation test. Actually, this type of test we use the laboratory animals, in which we introduce the infected material, which is diagnosed on the basis of their growth on the culture media, and we take the culture colony and inject in the laboratory animals like guinea pig in a pneumococcal infection. In pneumococcal infection, we take the colony material and inject in the guinea pig, and after the 72 hours, if animal die, it means it is confirmed there is pneumococcal infection. Okay, so in animal inoculation test, we use certain bacterial growth to inject in the laboratory animals. Antibiotic sensitivity test. We have already know we use different type of media on which we grow the first growth is applied, then small discs of the different antibodies are antibiotics are placed, and after the 24 hours or 48 hours we look for the reaction. ठीक है, उसमें हम जो स्टैंडर्ड मीडिया है, it is Muller Hinton agar, but we can use nutrient agar for the antibiotic sensitivity test. Okay. Toxin production. We can diagnose bacteria on the basis of their endotoxin production, their exotoxin. As you all are know, the endotoxin is produced by the gram-negative bacteria. It is a part of their cell wall, and after the death of the bacteria, it is released. Okay, or exotoxin can be released by both gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. And another test is API test, Analytic Profile Index. Actually, on the basis of these, in which in powder form, in small capsules, different chemical material is placed. And when we add the bacterial colony material in these dried powder form, there are different reactions. This is on the basis of the fermentation of the sugars, and also the breakdown of the proteins or amino acid. We detect different species of different bacteria, and it is there are certain kits are available for the gram negative and gram positive bacteria, which is called API test kit. Staining. We have already discussed gram staining and Zn stain. Gram staining is a differential stain in which we use two type of basic dyes. First is crystal violet, which is combined with iodine, grams iodine, which is used as a mordant, and a complex is formed which pierces the thick wall of the gram positive bacteria, so they appear purple in color. And second, after the use of the colorizer, we use the second basic dye, which is red in color, and the gram negative bacteria appears red or pink in color, saffron. Second staining procedure is Zn staining. It is a specific type of staining used for the acid-fast bacilli, because their cell wall contain the high contents of the lipids, mycolic acid. So these bacteria can, not taking the grams dye. So when we use the ZN stain in which the carbalfuchsin is a basic dye and we provide the heat which facilitate the dye to pierce in the mycolic acid present in the cell wall of the acid fast bacilli. So they appear shocking pink in color. And after decolorizer, strong acid alcohol we use. These are not washed out, and second dye is methylene blue or malachite green we use as a counter stain to stain other material and background. Okay. Mechanism of staining already discussed. Preparation and composition of the culture media. Actually, certain basic material we used in the culture media: peptone water, peptone powder, water, and sodium chloride. It is used to form a peptone water. ठीक है, इसमें हम फिर मीट एक्सट्रैक्ट मिलाएंगे, so it becomes, first it is peptone water, peptone powder, water, and sodium chloride. It is a liquid media, peptone water, in which when we use meat extract are available in market, lab limco. So we prepare a nutrient broth. Broth actually called liquid media. Liquid media or broth, same thing. Okay, when we add some agar or gelatinous material to make it solid form, so it becomes nutrient agar. And when we use certain enrichment material like bloods, it becomes blood agar. When we use it to aid lactose, bile salts, neutral rate, it becomes McConkey agar. So you understand the basic material is peptone water, in which by adding some extra material we make different type of culture media. Culture media. Bacterial growth takes place at two places: in human body and in laboratory. In human body can grow the bacteria. It is called in vivo growth. Eh, in human body, it is in vivo growth, and in laboratories, it is in vitro growth. Okay, and artificial media used for the identification and for the treatment purpose, like antibiotic sensitivity. And so we provide important information to consultant doctors to treat the patient. We diagnose the bacteria, which species, and then we provide them a list of antibiotics which are sensitive these bacteria. So on the basis of this information, they treat the patient. These contains the nutrients, the culture media, which are the artificial media for the growth of the bacteria, in which the essential nutrients which are necessary for the bacterial growth, like carbon source, nitrogen source, proteins, vitamins, oxygen. Certain bacteria are aerobic, which are grow in the presence of the oxygen, and certain are anaerobic, which we cannot grow them in the presence of oxygen. So these are anaerobic, and we control the pH and other suitable environment for the growth of the bacteria. To promote the growth of the uses of the culture media, to promote the growth of the microorganism, isolate certain microorganism in their pure form. Bacteria on culture media are diagnosed by their colonies character, production of their chemical reactions, such as certain bacteria produce hydrogen sulfide, which are blackening of but in TSI, indole like E. coli, which are indole positive, and gas production like E. coli can produce gas. Classification of culture media. Culture media are classified in two groups according to their consistency. Solid media are solid in nature, and broth. Second is broth or liquid media. First we discuss solid media. So solid media are solid in nature and their containers are petri dish, but they can also be prepared in test tubes in screw tight bottles. Solid media are prepared by adding in first we prepare the liquid media, and by adding agar, gelatin, horse, sheep serum, or by denaturing proteins, we can prepare or convert them in solid media. Uses of solid media used to study colonies characters. When we prepare in a petri dish or in a test tube the media, when bacteria grow on these petri dishes, we differentiate on the colonies characters like on the blood agar. We see the complete hemolysis or beta hemolysis or alpha incomplete hemolysis or gamma no hemolysis. So on the basis of these colonies characters, we can differentiate different type of bacteria or their species. Examples of the solid media like blood agar, McConkey agar, nutrient agar, chocolate agar, EMB, eosine, methylene, blue agar, clade, cysteine, lactose, electrolyte deficient agar. Okay, these are certain examples. Second is liquid media or fluid media, also called broth. Broth or liquid media are same thing. Okay, these are watery in nature, usually placed in test tube, but can be we prepare them in bottles like blood culture medium. Again, examples of the fluid media are peptone water, nutrient broth, blood culture medium, यानी कि ब्लड कल्चर बॉटल्स जो होती हैं वो, BHI ब्रेन हार्ट इन्फ्यूशन जो है मीडियम. According to composition, there are first according to consistency, we divide in two groups, solid and liquid media. And second category is according to composition, we can classify the bacteria like according to composition, simple media, which are simple in nature, in which only basic ingredients like peptone water, sodium chloride, water, peptone powder, and nutrient, lablimco, meat extract. It is simple media. When we add some enriched material in the like blood, it becomes blood agar, which is enriched media. It may be selective media. When we add certain antibiotics which inhibit the growth of the other bacteria and facilitate the growth of only one type of bacteria like Livingston Jensen media or LJ media for the growth of acid fast bacilli or tuberculous bacilli. Biochemical test media like TSI, we can use to differentiate on different biochemical reactions. Okay, on the basis of these biochemical reaction, we differentiate bacteria in different groups. Okay, transport media. These are like MES media we can use to transport when facilities available not in at the collection point. We collect at certain points these bacteria or infected material, and to transport our main laboratory, so we need transport media. Second is storage media. We can store these media in these culture bottles or culture जो है petri dishes like storage media in which nutrient broth or nutrient agar is very important. Nutrient broth especially we use for the storage of the certain bacteria. Simple media. Examples: Peptone water, nutrient broth, and nutrient agar. Enriched media, blood agar, chocolate agar, Robertson cooked meat medium. These are the example. Dorset egg medium. These are actually transport media. Dorset egg media. Selective media. We use to differentiate certain species like Mekong agar, in which we differentiate the bacteria on the basis of lactose fermentation and non-lactose fermented bacteria. AJ media, it is again selective media for the acid-fast media. Acid-fast bacilli. Clade, cysteine, lactose, electrolyte deficient agar we use to diagnose urinary pathogens. MNYCM, modified New York City media we use to diagnose Neisseria species, Neisseria, like gonococci and meningococci. Bile broth, okay? We used to diagnose Salmonella guru. EMB agar, eosin methylene blue agar, we used to diagnose gram-negative bacteria like E. coli agar. Mannitol salt agar. Okay. These are also used to gram positive and certain gram negative like E. coli species. Biochemical test media. TSI agar, triple sugar iron agar, in which three type of sugar, glucose, lactose, fructose we use, and we differentiate different type of reaction uh, to like acidic slant. There is slant and but we prepared in inclined position. These media, these are the solid media. The upper inclined portion, which is oxygenated, is called slant, and in the bottom, which is deoxygenated area, it is called bottom. So we observe different type of reaction: acidic and alkaline reaction. TSI, triple sugar iron agar. Simon citrate media, in which we use to diagnose citrate utilizing bacteria. E. coli is negative and other most of the जो gram negative bacteria हैं Enterobacteriaceae which produce which are utilized citrate so produce positive reaction. Indole test. Indole test is a very important test for the diagnosis of the E. coli. Christensen urea medium. Christensen's urease medium, again we use certain type of bacteria which produce urease. So we detect on the basis of urease production and we differentiate. Sugar fermentation test, certain bacteria ferment different type of sugars like we already discussed in API system, in which different bacteria used to ferment different type of sugars and also breakdown of the certain protein. Transport media. Any transport media we have already discussed. Storage media, nutrient agar. Immunological test. By this method, organism is identified by known anti-serum or detection of antibodies with known antigen. Either we detect antigen or we detect antibodies. When we detect antigen by ELISA method, so it is called direct method. When we detect antibodies against antigen, it is indirect method. Two types of tests are carried out: identification of an organism with known anti-serum antibodies and identification of uh, an organism with known antigen. Identification of an organism with known anti-serum. Uh, One type of reaction we used in laboratories is Quelleng reaction, Queulling, not ing. Quelleng reaction after the name of scientist, in which we use known antibodies against the capsule, and when these bacteria are treated with the known antibodies, there is swelling of the capsule, and it is called Quelleng reaction. We use to detect capsulated bacteria on the basis of the Quelleng reaction, like Neisseria species and pneumococci, H. influenza. All these are capsulated bacteria. There is procedure. Bacteria mix with antibodies serum to bind to the capsule. When these antibodies bind to the capsule, the swelling of the capsule, the swelling phenomena is known as Quelleng reaction. Slide agglutination test. In this test, antisera are used to identify Salmonella species. आपने सुना होगा विडाल टेस्ट, एक विडाल ट्यूब टेस्ट होती है, दूसरा हम क्विक जो करते हैं वो हम स्लाइड मेथड करते हैं, जिसमें हम नॉन एंटीबॉडीज या फिर नॉन जो एंटीजन होती है उसको हम प्लेस करते हैं, और पेशेंट का सीरम उसमें एंटीजन होगी, हम नॉन एंटीबॉडीज के अगेन उसको जब मिक्स करेंगे तो देयर इज participation when these bacteria are present, like flagellar H antigen or cell wall O antigen or V1 capsular antigen, also called K capsular antigen. So we detect the known antibodies present in the antiserum. We place on the slide one drop, and we add the patient's serum in the that known antibodies, and if there is participation means there is agglutination. So reaction is positive, means the bacteria is present. ठीक है, ठीक है। और एबीओ सिस्टम भी हम इसी बेसिस पे करते हैं, हम नॉन जो है एंटीसीरा यूज करते हैं, फिर ए बी ओ ग्रुप के अगेंस्ट हम उसको भी डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। Third is latex agglutination test, in which we latex beads are used, which are loaded with the known antibodies, and when combined with the antigen, there is agglutination positive, which is the basis for the latex agglutination test. Okay. And these are used for the identification of capsulated bacteria like Neisseria meningitidis, H. influenza, several species of spirochetes, and one fungal Cryptococcus neoformans, which causes the neonatal meningitis. ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay test. Direct ELISA, indirect ELISA. Direct ELISA used to detect antigen, and indirect ELISA used to detect antibodies. This test is useful in detecting a wide variety of bacterial, viral, fungal infection. This is a quantitative test, either used as a quantitation test for the detection of antigen, which is basis for the direct ELISA, or antibodies, which is basis for the indirect ELISA. This test is based on the enzyme linked with the antigen or antibody reacting the enzyme linked material with the patient's serum or a specimen. And we use the ELISA machine to detect the reaction. Fluorescent antibody test. In this method, specimen is mixed with known antibodies labeled with fluorescent dye, which is shining material, and it is detected to visualize under fluorescent microscope. We see under the fluorescent microscope, these fluorescent dyes appears as a shining material, which are attached with the antibody or antigen. Identification of an organism with known antibodies against antigen. For detection of syphilis, syphilis is caused by an spirochete Treponema pallidum. Two types of serological tests are carried out. Non-treponemal tests like cardiolipin tests in which antibodies are used, VDRL, Viral Disease Research Laboratory Tests, RPR. These are protein reagents against antibodies. Trypanosomal test. Second are trypanosomal test. FTA-ABS, fluorescent trypanosomal antibody absorption test, and TPHA, trypanosomal pallidum heme agglutination assay. MHATP, micro heme agglutination trypanosomal test. इन एक्चुअली इन दिस जो है test we detect either the first the 9 trypanosomal test in which antibodies which are certain in certain type, these are the specific or sometimes non-specific, we use to detect the microorganism, and in trypanosomal we use to detect antigen of the bacteria. Thank you. It is all about the bacterial diagnosis.
Stop recording.
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. हेलो,
वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर.
समझ में आ गया?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
जी जी सर.
कोई क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है, कोई चीज समझ में नहीं आई हो? वैसे ये रिकॉर्डेड भी होगा, मिल ही सकेगा ना, ये आपको मिल भी सकता है लेक्चर, ठीक है?
ओके सर. बट
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
प्रेफर.
ओके, थैंक यू.
सर. Excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, which book should we prefer for this topic? सर ये किस बुक में प्रॉपर लिखा हुआ होगा सर, क्योंकि ये लेविंसन में इतना क्लियरली
नहीं, ये एक बुक से नहीं है, ये डिफरेंट बुक्स यूज करके, क्योंकि किसी भी बुक में ये एज सच इस तरह नहीं लिखा होगा. आपको इसमें डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज में जाना पड़ेगा. जैसे स्टेनिंग है तो आपको इसके स्टेनिंग जो प्रोसीजर वो अलग दिए हैं उनमें जाना पड़ेगा. फिर अगर कल्चर है तो कल्चर मीडिया का अलग टॉपिक है. एंटीबायोटिक सेंसिटिविटी, बायोकेमिकल टेस्ट, उनमें आपको अलग जाना पड़ेगा. एलाइजा ये लेविंसन वगैरह में नहीं होगा, ये किसी क्लिनिकल बुक में या वेब डायग्नोसिस में वहां से मिलेगा. तो ये हमने कंबाइन करके रखा है आपको डिफरेंट जो हैं बुक्स यूज करके. ओके
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
ये एज सच आपको प्रोवाइड हो जाएगा, आप इससे पढ़ सकते हैं.
ओके सर.
Kindly share PPT also apart from this recorded lecture.
Yes, recorded lecture as well as PPT you can get from the IT department.
Sir, sir, can you please repeat the slide agglutination test?
Okay. ये वाली latex
Sir, I couldn't see any.
Slide agglutination.
Yes sir.
एक्चुअली हम जो हैं डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ, हमारे पास लेबोरेटरी में एंटी सीरा मौजूद होते हैं. ब्लड ग्रुपिंग कभी की है आप लोगों ने?
यस सर.
ठीक है ना. ब्लड ग्रुपिंग हम करते हैं, उसमें क्या होती हैं, नॉन एंटीबॉडीज होती हैं, एंटी-ए, एंटी-बी, ठीक है ना, और जो दोनों में नहीं होती वो होता है. तो जब हम उनको रख के और पेशेंट का ब्लड उसके साथ ऐड करते हैं तो उसमें पेशेंट नजर आती है या एग्लूटिनेशन नजर आती है. तो इट इज द बेसिस ऑफ एग्लूटिनेशन. मीन्स जब वो ग्रुप यानी कि वो नॉन एंटीजन प्रेजेंट होगी तभी वो रिएक्ट करेगी एंटीबॉडीज के साथ और एग्लूटिनेशन प्रोड्यूस होगी। इसी बेसिस पे हम टाइफाइड फीवर है उसको हम यूज करते हैं टू डिटेक्ट सेल वॉल ओ एंटीजन और फ्लैजिलर एच एंटीजन। आपको पता है कि साल्मोनेला जो है मोटाइल बैक्टीरिया है, तो जब हम उसको फ्लैजिला का यूज उसके अगेंस्ट एंटीबॉडीज एच एंटीजन के अगेंस्ट नॉन एंटीबॉडीज डालते हैं तो वो हमें मोटाइल बैक्टीरिया को शो करेगा। और जब हम नॉन सेल वॉल ओ एंटीजन को उसमें डालेंगे नॉन एंटीसीरा के साथ, तो अगर एग्लूटिनेशन होगी तो मीन्स टाइफाइड ओ जो है जो सेल वॉल की ओ एंटीजन है वो प्रेजेंट है। इसी तरह हम उसके कैप्सूल जिसको V1 या के एंटीजन कहते हैं उसके अगेंस्ट हम नॉन एंटीबॉडीज यूज करेंगे। अगर एग्लूटिनेशन आएगी तो इट मींस इट इज कंफर्म देयर इज टाइफाइड इन्फेक्शन। समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
ओके, और कोई क्वेश्चन? ओके, थैंक यू।
Recording.